Start slow. Try to jump over to that next island.
Hey,
also, the longer you charge your wings before jumping, get up that cliff.
Go.
Don't worry. If something looks too high, just keep on jumping off the wall. Remember to charge your jumps if you want to get up the cliff faster. Now it's time to fly. You heard of crawling before walking? Well, in this case, you need to jump before you can fly. Launch yourself in the air with a jump, and then hold your wings out to glide to that next island. You'll have to dive to reach the next island. Do that by pointing your head down. Don't worry, the rest of your body will follow. I put a shiny flap orb out in front of you. Collect the orb, and your wings will flap to gain speed. Alright, now try flapping those wings on your own. Do a flap on your way to the next island.
God, this feels good.
The exact opposite of diving is climbing. Climbing will slow you down and eventually cause you to stall. And trust me, stalling sucks. You can flap while gliding to gain additional speed. Alright, time to take the training wheels off for the final lesson. Flying takes stamina. If you run out in midair, you are going to drop like a rock. A stupid, stamina-less rock. Last island is right under those lava falls. Notice how your stamina drains the longer you glide.
Gotta pick it up. Need the rest of wings.
Let's get you back to the old tour building. I want to run through all the stuff you can do with Satan.
Sure thing. See you soon.
Here's the deal. If you want some FaceTime with Satan, you need to get his attention. Now, Satan hates being challenged, so anything you do to undermine his control is good. Fraud, mayhem, shooting demons in the face, anything. You can keep track of Satan's wrath with this handy meter. Get it high enough and you'll be having drinks with Big Red in no time. I've compiled a list of shit to do, so take a look and do whatever sounds fun. Oh, one more thing. We have some potential allies down here. Trust me, you want to impress them.
I hope there's not something ridiculous like 100 of these to find.
If Dane wants to run an industrial park, he can be my guest.
Aye. This is bad timing. running out of juice.
Shit is offensive! I'll feast on your bones!
Gets easier every time. Gotta pick it up. God, this feels good. One more. Lost count on these things. Let's see what these things can do. Well, looky here. Who's next?
Release me!
Lost count on these things. Got a touchdown.
Abandoned ship! We've been boarded!
damn things off my ship!
I can do this all night. What's that?
That all you got? I got a bit of treasure in that chest over there. The weapon you find inside may help with our little imp problem.
Ooh.
That is a freakishly large hammer.
I summoned these imps to serve as my crew. I forgot what a handful they could be. Once aboard, they wouldn't listen to their captain. They ran amok in the bowels of the ship. Mighty bastard. Get off, you piece of shit. Good God, they're swarming me! Mighty Lord, it's okay to drop the pirate voice. What pirate voice would that be?
Wow.
Zinyak's destruction of Earth had a profound impact on the afterlife. To heaven, it was a logistical nightmare. St. Peter's meticulous nature drove purgatory wait times to unbearable levels. Meanwhile, in hell, where souls in pain were...
I grant ye the ability to summon my crew whenever they're needed. Terribly impressive, but for me it's pretty good. All right, matey. It's time for your lesson. Let's summon me favorite scurvy-riddled hellion. The imp. Why don't you start off by summoning an imp to take out those enemies? There you go, matey. Now take down the others. Those little inkle biters are vicious. Now let's practice your aim. Take down the demons on the islands. Few things are as rewarding as pressing someone into service, am I right? Now get going. The whole wide world waiting to be plundered.
really need to hire a fucking receptionist.
I raided a Centerpol office. I found information on where the president is being kept. Evidently, they've been trapped in some sort of soul crystal inside Satan's palace. Breaking in is an impossibility. Your best bet to save them is to continue to try to draw Satan out of his palace.
Dare challenge your masters?
You know the drill. The rest of wings.
Lights up. William Shakespeare, humanity's greatest playwright, and hell's most diabolical of entertainment, looks on as a brave mortal on an Orphean quest enters. The bard's interest is piqued, and he looks to test his visitor's mettle. The masked tragedies were used to enemies cowering as they approached, but soon they realized that they faced a foe with courage and nobility, traits uncommon in the fires of perdition. The inciting incident resolved. The time had come for rising action. The battle raged on below, and as bullets and blood flew, the bard arched a curious eyebrow. Could this mortal be the exact thing that Shakespeare needed?
This battle is far from over, mortal. Arise!
And now, Act 3! The conflict resolved. Shakespeare eagerly awaited meeting the champion that dispatched so many of his men. Undoubtedly, they were here for the bard's aid. And while happy endings were not a thing found in hell, Shakespeare always had a soft spot for comedies.
In the land of the living, William Shakespeare is regarded as one of the most prolific playwrights of all time. However, to the denizens of hell, the bard is seen in a far different light. After selling his soul for fame and adoration, Shakespeare served in hell as Satan's spy master general. In doing his duty, Shakespeare would punish the souls he was investigating by forcing them to perform in grotesque passion plays. Jezebel's. In secret, he would tutor her on the classics and act out the works of his mortal days. When Satan found out, he cast Shakespeare out of the palace, believing that the poet would be tormented by the populace of hell, far out of Jezebel's sight. But Satan had not...
And so Shakespeare called forth the Deus Ex Machina to bestow our protagonist with the arcane power of force. Lights up. The mortal stands in the training ground, eager to try out his new Force Stomp power on the group of demons in front of them.
You're broken.
Act 1, Scene 2, in which our protagonist kills more demons with Force. Act 2, in which our protagonist is greeted by powerful imps.
We should get out more often.
Act 3, in which our protagonist learns that Force Stomp even works on flying enemies, enabling them to remove a Dark Inciter's shield before shooting them to death with bullets. The day is won, and the curtain closes on our noble hero.
Waste of time.
I can do this all day. This is bad timing.
You face the unholy masses now.
Is that all you got?
Submit to the Demon Lord.